Hello everyone. I don't know how I want to do this video yet. I tried recording this a second ago, and I didn't like how it was going. But basically, this is gonna be what I'm considering my kind of the resurrection of my podcast, which was TheHydrusCast. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with that name. It's not a terrible name, but I feel like it could be better. If you have any suggestions for a name, please let me know. But for this podcast, I don't really have... Right now, the idea for it is just for me to talk, get my thoughts out there about certain things. I'd like to do this weekly, but knowing me, we'll just see how that goes. If not weekly, at least bi-weekly. So, is that the right term? Yeah, bi-weekly is every 2 weeks, right? So, every 2 weeks. Every week to 2 weeks, I want to do a video on this. Basically, just talking about my thoughts, talking about with the channel, talking about current events, whatever I want to talk about, basically. And right now, with this being technically, I'm going to call this the first episode. I did an episode 1 back in, I think, July with Tobin, or Short Tempered. And it was really, really good. I'm not privating it or anything like that. I really liked that video. It was a lot of fun to chat with him. We talked for like an hour and a half, I think. Something like that. It was really great talking to him. He's a really cool dude. But anyway, so I'm calling this... It's also been like almost a year since that. So I'm calling this my episode 1 of maybe HydrusCast. I guess I'll find out when I upload it. But also, if I get a better name from one of you guys, or if I just think of a better name, then it shall be changed. But anyway, it doesn't have to have cast in the title, by the way. I'm calling this a podcast, but it's not going to be like hour-long things of me talking. Some episodes might be. But this episode, I'd rather I'm just going to talk until I run out of things to talk about. So it's going to be 40 hours long. So today I thought I'd talk about how's life been going recently, and it's been going pretty good. With quarantine and everything, the big thing that's been going on, I gotta make sure I'm in frame. I can't be leaning back like that. The big thing that's been going on in the world right now is the coronavirus, or COVID-19, which may have potentially just got my video removed. I've been seeing stuff on YouTube of people making videos about it, and their video gets like flagged or reported or deleted or whatever. So it's like, yikes. I don't know how true that is. That's why I'm not overly concerned about it, because I've seen videos where people say it in their videos and they're fine, but then I've seen other videos where they say it and the video gets deleted a day later, sort of thing. So I'm like, I don't fucking know anymore. Anyway, so with quarantine going on, for me, quarantine hasn't really had that huge of an impact on me because I'm homeschooled. I don't have any other really hobbies besides this. I don't leave the house all that often anyway, especially I don't have a job anymore. I don't leave the house really ever, except for like on occasion when I have something to do, like I'm just tagging along with my mom or something like that. Point is, quarantine so far has not been all that much different for me, but I know quarantine has affected a lot of people. I know there has been a lot of people that like they need to have that social interaction with their friends, like getting together, going to get drinks or go to the movies or whatever. I don't know. Whatever people do. I know that has been affecting a lot of people, and that really, really sucks. So if you're having trouble with quarantine, I hope my videos help a little bit. I've had people say they do, which is really, really awesome. Because that's a big reason why I make videos myself, is because watching videos help me, but also recording videos kind of help my boredom and that sort of stuff. And yeah, I've also been doing videos for a really long time, so now it's just like when I don't record or whatever, it's kind of like, okay, today was useless. But anyway, so quarantine for me so far has been fine. It hasn't been all that big of an issue for me personally. Again, I'm not saying that, oh, quarantine's nothing, like, oh, you know, that's not what I'm saying. But because the coronavirus, or virus is a very, very huge issue in the world right now. So like, you need to stay inside and wash your hands and everything. If you absolutely need to go out, like, make sure your hands are clean and all that stuff. So anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But Anyway, I'm going to talk about my day so far. It's currently 3:15 p.m. In the afternoon. I woke up at 6:30 a.m., which I was pretty happy with. I want to try getting up earlier because I've never had a sleep schedule after realizing I've always gone to bed whenever the fuck I feel like I've always woken up whenever I feel like it. Especially, except for when I had a job and I went to a public school. Obviously, I had to get up early or at a certain time for those. Although I was not super happy at either. Anyway, and now I find that it's like I just want to start getting up in general or earlier in general because it's like recently I've been getting up at like 11 or 12, and I'm like, oh god, that's not good. So I got up at 6:30 a.m. I then took Zuko for a walk. He's just right here. His half his face is on right. So we went for a walk. We went for like a 15-minute walk. Got back. I think I ate some food. I don't really remember what I've done today. It's 3 o'clock. I haven't done all that much today, and I'm not super proud of it. But that's also, I find, what's been happening a lot recently anyway, is that, and I don't think it's because of quarantine, because, again, like I said earlier, I'm home almost all the time anyway. But it's like, recently, I've had, like, no, or very little motivation and energy and that sort of stuff. I don't want to say absolutely none, because obviously if I had no energy, I'd be asleep right now. Today I feel like I've been pretty fine. I've been pretty okay. I don't know if it has something to do with me going for a walk in the morning or waking up early, whatever it is, or maybe I just had a good sleep. Who knows? But today I felt pretty okay. And I think I want to stick with getting up at around 6:30. If I sleep in some days, I'm not going to be overly concerned about it, as long as it's not like I slept in, 6 hours later. So anyway, and I was hoping by now I would have recorded some stuff besides what I'm recording right now. By this point, I'm hoping I would have had a lot more stuff recorded and some stuff edited for tomorrow and everything, but I don't. So there's that. Anyway, yesterday Soul Link with Davis was supposed to go. Episode 8 was supposed to go up, and it didn't. And that really bothered me because I had the episode edited pretty far in advance. Last week I went up a day late because I just didn't edit it in time. But this week I had it edited in time and everything, and my internet's just been having a bit of a rough time lately. So I think it just has something to do with everyone being on it. And I don't mean just like my family, I mean like everyone in the world right now is on the internet. But it's just been having a rougher time than usual. And the video just didn't want to upload. I got it uploading Thursday night, woke up, it was at like 50%, and I was like, ugh. So I just said, screw it, canceled it, because then throughout the day, no one else can use it, like no one else in my family, I can't. I usually upload videos at night for that reason, so that everyone in my family isn't affected by the internet, but also so I'm not affected by the internet. It's not like I'm a white knight or whatever for fucking internet. It's a very selfish thing. It's so I can use the internet, so I can watch YouTube and stuff throughout the day. But also since my school is online, if I'm uploading during the day, I can't even like log into school. Or if I can, it takes an hour to get it. That's an exaggeration, of course, but it takes a while to get into the course and everything. And I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, so it was at 50% when I woke up. I just said screw it, canceled it, tweeted out that there was going to be no video today, so I didn't upload. And then today, I got it uploading at 8 p.m. yesterday. Woke up this morning, it was at 69%. Nice. And it was at 6:30, it was at 69%, and I was like, god damn it. But for some reason I just left it. I was like, it's at 69%, it's close enough, maybe by 12 o'clock, because it doesn't go up for 5.5 hours anyway. Maybe, just maybe, by the time it's supposed to go up, it'll be done. Took Zuko for a walk. I think I did some of that stuff upstairs, I don't really remember. And then sat down, checked the video, it was done. And I was like, the fuck? And it was like an hour later. And it's like, so how did it go? I had it from 8 to 6:30, 8 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. It took all that time to get to 69%, but then to get from 69% to done, it took like an hour. I was like, the fuck? Whatever. I don't know if my sisters were downloading something and then their stuff had finished, I don't know. And the video wasn't huge to begin with. It was only like 500 megabits, which is a pretty small video, considering the length of the video. But it's Pokemon. Most of the Pokemon videos, once they go through Handbrake, are a little teeny tiny in terms of video file size. So anyway, it should only really take like 5-ish hours to upload one of the bigger videos, but for some reason it didn't. Anyway, what you can do about it? The video went up. It's up right now. I don't know how it's doing. I haven't checked on it at all. But anyway, so I was just a little upset about it because it also meant that there was no video for yesterday in general, and so it broke my upload streak, which had been pretty good. I've been uploading consistently for the last like 2.5 weeks, which was awesome. I was pretty happy with it. And then all of a sudden, Soul and Cat come along and was like, no. It's also on me. I should have prepared other stuff, but what can you do about it? I missed a day. It was yesterday. I can't do anything about it. Point is, it sucks. And I want to get back to doing 2 videos a day, but with that, I'm kind of like, I don't know what to record. And it's not that I, like, oh, there's nothing to record. The problem with me right now is that I have too many things to record. And it's like, most of the games I have aren't exactly brand spanking new. So, me going back and playing a lot of the games I have, which are slightly older games, and some even older than that, is fine. But again, the problem is I have too many games to play. And when I finally, and I'm also very, very indecisive. Ask basically anyone I've ever talked to, and they will tell you I'm very indecisive, and I am. I can't decide anything for the life of me, unless it's like a really obvious choice. So, because my problem is that I overthink too much, or just think in general too much. Like when I'm recording a video, and like I'll lay out some options. I'm like, all right, I could do this, this, or this, and then I'm like, I'll go with this. And then when I go with that, as I'm recording it, I'll have a moment before I do my intro. I'm like, do I want to record this? Or worse, I'll have that moment while I'm in the video, and I'll be thinking about it. I'm like, do I want to be recording this? Like, I could have, like I could be having way more fun with the other game, or my commentary could be better. The video could be funny if I was playing a different game while I'm in that current video. And then it's like, well, god damn it. Except for when I'm recording a series. When I'm recording a series, like if I'm recording like episode 3 of something, for example, it's like, alright, I'm fine. Like if it needs to go up, it's fine. I also have a problem of, like plan a week ahead and I'll be like, okay, this video go up Monday, this video go up Tuesday, and so on and so forth. And then by the time I get to Monday, I'm like, wait, what am I doing today? And I used to write it down on my whiteboard, like what I would do like for my to-do list for the day. And it worked for a while. But looking at my whiteboard, it says to-do list February 27th, and it's empty. So it was February 27th the last time I touched it. So that's not good. But I do know it helped me stay on track with, and it's a big reason why I was able to do 2 videos a day pretty consistently, is I just wrote down to-do stuff, or a to-do list every day. At the end of the day before I went to bed, most of the time, not everything was checked off, but then I would just erase stuff that is checked off, write in new stuff. I think I also put too many things on there because I overestimate how much I can actually do in a day, with my productivity levels and that sort of stuff. When it comes to productivity, if it's something I like to do, I'm productive as hell. If it's something I do not like to do, oh boy, it's like fucking good luck with me ever getting that done, which really, really sucks, and I hate that. When I have friends that can like laser focus on something. When they get their they're like, all right, I'm doing this and only this, and they fucking hone in on that thing. I cannot do that. With most things, when I'm like, I put something down in front of me, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna ignore everything else. I'm just gonna do this. I can't do it unless it's like editing. If it's something like editing, then it's like, oh boy, I can sit there all live long day. That's not true, but I can hone in on it and really get going. But with like something like the Hollow Knight in a nutshell video, or Cuphead in a nutshell, whatever, those videos take a really long time to edit, but I will just sit at my computer for like 9 hours editing it, because I get so like laser focused in it, and then when I zoom out the timeline, I'm like, oh Jesus Christ. Maybe I overdid it a little bit. But speaking of in a nutshell videos, I want to get back to those eventually. I don't know when. and I don't really know how I want to do this, because some games, like, because Cuphead, I plan on finishing as an In a Nutshell series. I plan on doing In a Nutshell 2 and 3, and then that would finish out Cuphead, and people want to see a part 2. Well, at least they did when it first came out. Maybe it's been too long. But with Hollow Knight, I kind of want to do that as a Let's Play sort of thing, because I want to play more of the game, but I don't know if I want to do it. I don't want to do another In a Nutshell video on Hollow Knight, just because that video took a really long time. I think it took in total like 5 days to make, and that includes like recording, editing, everything. That's not just like that's not like, oh, I took a bunch of breaks in between. But anyway, so, and it may not seem like, you may look at that video and be like, this took you 5 days to make. I can make this in 20 minutes. But then when you actually get into it, because I thought the same thing about a lot of videos. When I watch back the Hollow Knight video, I'm like, how did this take me so long to make? I'm like looking at it, I'm like, this seems like really simple stuff. And for some reason, maybe I'm just stupid, but like, how did this take me so long to do? Because like overall, a lot of my edits are very simple. I'm getting spaced out now because I'm spinning in my chair. A lot of my edits are relatively simple. Like, there's nothing that crazy to them. At least to me. I think it's, I mean, some people will look at them and be like, oh wow, that's cool, which is cool. But a lot of my edits to me are fairly simple, especially because I see other people's videos and like all the editing effort that goes into that, and I'm like, holy shit. But anyway, I also can't take a compliment to save my life. But anyway, so I think I kind of want to try doing Hollow Knight as a Let's Play thing, but I don't know if people will enjoy that, because it's like, well, this video was done this way, now it's done in a completely different way. I feel like some people might be a little upset about it. It would still be fairly edited, like it wouldn't just be a, like, I'm just sitting there saying nothing for 20 minutes. It would be a little bit more edited. It'd be like the Resident Evil 4 video, episode 2, if anyone saw that. I put a little bit more effort into that video. Nothing that crazy, but I spent a little bit more time on it, and I think it's a better video for it. So, because I think there's certain bits in it that if I left as is, it wouldn't have been as good, but since I left them, or since I edited them up a little bit, I think it's a better video. Anyway, so, and then with Neo, not that many people liked it. People just don't like Neo, I guess. Because it's like, someone were like, oh, your editing's fine. Neo sucks. And I'm just like, really? I didn't think it was that bad. I only got up to the Onaroki boss, but I didn't find the game to be that bad. I haven't finished it, of course. I'm like an hour and a half into it. I'm sure I'll go back and finish it eventually. But as of right now, I haven't finished it. But I didn't find it to be that terrible. But looking at some reviews and stuff, like, not that many people like the game all that much anyway. Not enough that it got butchered, because it got a sequel. So obviously enough people liked it that it got a sequel. But still, I just thought it was interesting. So it's kind of like, alright, don't do another video on that game. But anyway, I want to do more In a Nutshell videos. It's just they take a really long time to make. So it's like, that's not the only thing I'm going to be doing on my channel, because it's also, I like doing Let's Plays. Even though Let's Plays don't do all that great, I don't care. They're fun for me to do. I enjoy doing them. Then that's all that matters. That's why I'm going to keep doing them. If I didn't enjoy them, I wouldn't do them. So it's like, I don't know, nowadays Let's Plays don't do all that fantastically anyway, but it's like, I don't give a rat's ass. I'm gonna do them because I enjoy them. Anyway, so what else was I gonna talk about? I don't remember. I don't remember what I was gonna talk about. Next time I'll hopefully have some more stuff written down on what I'm gonna discuss and chat about and that sort of stuff, rather than this just kind of being off the top of my head. I went with a different camera angle for this one. My shelf is behind me, my lovely shelf. Next time I do this, maybe I'll have a guest on. Maybe I'll most likely just do it on my own again. I want this to try and be bi-weekly to weekly. We'll see. I want to say weekly, But knowing me, it's probably going to be closer to bi-weekly. So about twice or once every 2 weeks. But we'll see. Because this is going to be... I'm calling this a podcast, but it's also kind of an update. Talking about how I feel about things and that sort of stuff. Basically my therapy. But yeah, so anyway, thank you so much for listening to me ramble. Again, hopefully next time I will have things a little bit more organized. I'll have some bullet points to talk about and that sort of stuff. Just so this can stay a little bit more on track. Some episodes might be longer, some episodes might be shorter. Who knows? Overall, there's not really a main topic on this. It's mostly going to be gaming, if I'm being honest with you. I'll definitely talk about new and upcoming games for sure. But we'll see. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to me ramble. If you enjoyed it at all, please leave a like. If you have any suggestions for stuff, for games I can play, for ideas for this, for guests, whatever, please let me know. It'll be great to hear them. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.